August 3rd, 1995. The Paramount Theater in New York City is packed for the Source Awards, but the atmosphere is thick with a simmering hostility. At this exact moment, hip-hop is a heavily fortified, territorial monopoly. You either belong to the East Coast or the West Coast. New York's own Bad Boy Records holds the home court advantage, anchored by executives like Sean Combs and the heavy, imposing presence of their star talent, the notorious B.I.G. On the opposite side of the aisle sits Death Row Records. Led by Suge Knight, they rely on sheer intimidation to enforce the West Coast's dominance. That night, the coastal rivalry boils over. Knight takes the stage and delivers a pointed speech, specifically designed to mock East Coast executives in their own city. The New York crowd retaliates with a wave of boos, prompting Snoop Dogg to step up to the microphone and fire back with a furious, expletive-heavy defense of the West. If you were an artist in 1995, you had to pick a side. There was absolutely zero room and zero respect for anyone caught outside of this locked geographical duopoly. Then, the presenter reads the winner for New Group of the Year, a duo from Atlanta called Outkast. As they walk up to the stage, the New York crowd immediately turns on them. They are being loudly rejected entirely because they don't belong to the East or the West. Andre 3000 takes the microphone. He ignores the pressure to placate the audience and refuses to back down. Over the jeers, he delivers a strict warning. The South got something to say. Andre's refusal to apologize for his geography transformed a routine acceptance speech into a challenge that the industry could no longer ignore. Over the next decade, Outkast forced the industry to listen, methodically dismantling the bi-coastal monopoly album by album. Fast forward to the 2004 Grammy Awards. The outsiders who were once booed off stage completely shatter the hip-hop ceiling, becoming the first rap duo in history to win Album of the Year for their double project, Speakerboxx/The Lug Below. Their dominance becomes so absolute that it spills out of the music industry and begins manipulating corporate America. Hey Ya became a global obsession, saturation bombing radio rotations and dominating the charts for months. And the song features a very specific, incredibly catchy instruction: shake it like a Polaroid picture. At the time, the Polaroid brand was bankrupt. That single lyric revitalized their public image and spiked a massive renewed interest in their hardware. Polaroid actually had to issue public statements warning consumers that shaking their photos could damage the development process. But the cultural momentum Outkast created overrode the manufacturer's own instructions. Outkast successfully conquered the coasts and, in the process, evolved into a mainstream force capable of shifting global consumer behavior. They achieved this level of dominance by aggressively refusing to let Southern hip-hop become a predictable, monolithic sound. Instead of blending